He opened the door and came inside excitedly. Your sister was doing her makeup because she was going for shopping with her fiancé. A grin appeared on your face and you decided to tease her. Dee, your dear husband is already here. She always gets annoyed when you tease her like that, but come on, this is how sisters bond looks like. Yeah, come here. You laughed and ran outside, but then you peeked in. He's desperate to see you. Come out quickly. And you ran away. She exhaled and then chuckled. Stupid. She started finishing her makeup quickly. You came in the living room because your parents were not home at this time, so you thought to accompany your brother-in-law, but you felt a tickle in your stomach when you saw another guy with him. He was not here when Sam, Katie's fiance, was here. You quickly looked away when your eyes met. He smiled a little and you could feel your cheeks turning red. You walked near them. Ryan, he's my brother Jungkook. You looked at him but got surprised when he waved at you and winked. Oh, so this beauty is known as Ryan. You were so stunned, Sam looked at you. I'm sorry, Ryan. My brother is a little bit flirty. I hope you don't mind. Who can stop flirting to see such beauty? Now I'm regretting not coming to Korea earlier. You were trying to control your smile. You find him pervert but cool and your type. He was literally making you blush every second. Sorry for making you all wait. Let's go. She paused when her eyes fell on Jungkook. She already knows him. Jungkook? Wow, what a surprise! They both hugged and Jungkook broke the hug before looking at her. You have become more beautiful. She laughed a little. You're never gonna change. By the way, when did you come? Last night I landed. By the way, you never told me that you have such a beautiful sister. You again left speechless. Katie looked at you and then at him. Well, isn't it good that you both met now? Did you introduce yourself? Ryan seems too shy. He said getting up while Katie looked at you shocked. Ryan and shy? Wow, never heard it. So it's proven that it's not easy to handle Jungkook. Even my outgoing sister feeling shy. Jungkook looked at you and you quickly looked away from him. He chuckled slightly. Let's go now. We have to finish a lot of works. You all walked outside. Sam and Kitty walked ahead while Jungkook came near you. So I'm the first person who made you shy. Wow, it was nice to hear. You looked at him stunned but then shook your head. Forward. And he walked ahead while he laughed a little. For the first time in my life, I feel like the seats are too big. I mean, there's a lot of space here in between. You couldn't control yourself from smiling, so you looked outside the window. This car really doesn't leave any chance to flirt. Seats are all fine, but I guess you have problem with the space. If you think my sister is easy to get, then you're getting a wrong idea, Mr. Brother-in-law, she said looking at both of you from the front mirror. Jungkook smiled and looked towards you. I don't think I need a lot of efforts. I'm irresistible already. Sam and Katie chuckled. Sam Jeju, I think your brother is way too self-obsessed. Seems like he doesn't know that not all girls are the same. You said indirectly, but it was enough for him to get the idea. Yes, you're absolutely right, but getting the girls who are not easy to get, Jungkook likes that. You rolled your eyes. Why do I feel like Jungkook is interested in my sister? Our parents would be happy 2 times. You looked at Jungkook. Don't worry Jeju, this will never going to happen. Jungkook winked at you, making your jaw drop. He chuckled while you looked outside the window. He all came inside the store from where Sam has to collect its suit for wedding. Katie was helping him in deciding because he prefers her choices more than anything, which is so cute. They both are so cute and after 8 years of relationship they are finally tying knots. Everyone is so happy. They both went inside to explore more while you and Jungkook stayed there. How is this one looking at me? We turned towards him and he was standing holding a pair of suits. Why are you asking me? You said crossing your arms around your chest. In future when we'll get married, I would love to hear your choice. Your cheeks turned red. You open your mouth to say something but fail. He chuckled and put the suit back on its place. I see you blush a lot. You turn your face to the other side and close your eyes. My god, what a pervert guy your brother-in-law is. He's completely different from Sam Jiju. She laughed as she put all the shopping bags on the bed before dropping herself on it too. So you can't handle him, huh? He looked at her stunned. Are you taking his side? Seriously? She laughed. He's like this from the start, even when we were studying in US. But surprisingly, all the girls used to be after him. He was named as school's heartthrob, even in college too, even though I was not there to see, but I've had friends who told me. So you were in the same school? He was a junior when me and Sam graduated. I think he's trying to hit you now. You rolled your eyes. Okay, Dee, I'm going in my room now. She nodded. Good night. You smiled and said good night before leaving. You walked towards your bed and slowly sat on it before hiding your face between your palms. You really feel butterflies in your stomach even while thinking about him. He's so cool and handsome as hell. You quickly realized how you are acting. Yeah, what am I doing? Am I falling for him already? No, it's only one day. How can't I stop thinking about him? Next day you came to the gym as always, but you were stunned to see Jungkook. He waved at you and came near you. Good morning, beautiful. What are you doing here? He smiled before sliding his hands in his pockets. Bulking up myself a little so that I can pick you up easily after our marriage. Your eyes widened. You were too stunned to speak while your cheeks turned pink. He leaned a little forward to you. Let me see how I make you blush. Wow, you look more beautiful this way. You pushed him to the other side slightly and walked away while he chuckled. This guy, seriously. You did some stretching before working out. He came and started using the machine which was beside you. How about working out together? It's in trend. You rolled your eyes. Then go and find your partner. I already found her. I don't need anyone now. He swallowed but didn't look at him and continued exercising. If Katie had told me about you, we would be dating like them by now. She let me waste so many years. You looked at him. Why? Am I that beautiful? He smiled, sending butterflies in your stomach. Do you want me to tell you again? You looked to the other side. If you're that desperate to fall in love, then why didn't you yet? Because you were not there and now you are playing hard. How can I not be desperate? This time he couldn't help but to chuckle. It would be a lie if you say you don't enjoy his flirts. In such less time, he made you catch feelings for him. You both talk for hours and get to know each other. You really like his company and you won't mind dating him. He's too good to play hard. You barely did any exercise and was just talking to him. After that, he dropped you to your house. Jungkook seems to blend in this new environment easily. I'm happy. You smiled and looked at Jungkook. I have got someone who made me forget that I came back after 10 years. Your dad, Katie, and Sam laughed while he looked at you with a smile. Is that someone our YN? You guys are getting along so well these days. You're right, they are finishing half of the work. Wedding is near and I'm glad we have Jungkook and YN who are helping like a good siblings. Younger siblings have to do all the works and that too for free. Everyone laughed. Don't worry, we would do the same when you guys will get married. Your parents have invited John family for dinner. These days are so exhausting because the marriage is in 2 days and there's a lot of work. You and Jungkook are coming close as you spend most of the time together doing works. You were eating when you suddenly felt a hand on your thigh. Your eyes widened, you gulped and looked at him because you can't even react more than that. He was smirking at you. You tried to remove his hand but instead he grabbed your hand and intertwined it with yours under the table. You tried to control your smile and were eating silently with another hand. Katie slightly nudged Sam's elbow and gestured him to look at both of you. Sam smiled a little and then they both started eating in silence. Finally, the day is tomorrow. Katie will leave the house and I'm seriously gonna miss her. You took a long breath and closed your eyes. Jungkook smiled and put his hand above yours. Let's get married then. You won't miss her. You chuckled and hit his arm playfully. You never leave a chance, right? Why leave a chance when you have such a beautiful girlfriend who is going to be my wife soon? Yeah, since when did I become your girlfriend and who said we are going to marry? Do we really need anyone to tell? If you ask anybody here, they will going to say that we already look like a couple with 2-3 children. You scoffed and looked to the other side. Seriously, this man. Yeah, how are you so straightforward? Don't you feel weird before saying such things? He said, looking at him. Don't you like it? Do I not make you blush or do you not feel butterflies when I come closer to you? He said coming closer to you while you swallowed. He said everything that happened to you when he's around you. You looked away, he smiled and came closer, closing the gap. You feel like your heart would come out in your throat if he came closer. Don't you love me? You looked at him and this time he was not smiling. His eyes were honest and he wanted an answer. If you ask me then, it's 100 times yes. You swallowed. Do you also feel the same, Ryan? I'm serious here. You stayed there for some time looking in his eyes. You nodded without able to control yourself. Yes, I do. You could see a slight smile appear on his face. He started to lean closer to your face. You slowly closed your eyes, ready to feel his lips, but it doesn't happen. You slowly opened your eyes and saw him looking at you while smiling. You really felt so embarrassed. Do you want me to kiss? Your cheeks turned red. You pushed him slightly and looked towards the pond, feeling embarrassed while he chuckled. Okay, sorry, I was just joking. You always find everything funny. Go away. You looked mad while he laughed and tried to make you look at him, but this time you play a little hard. Okay, I'm sorry, I won't do that again. You looked to the other side, but he trapped you between his arms and pulled you in a passionate kiss. You were surprised how good he is in kissing. You kissed him back and you were both kissing without caring about people around you. Mostly they were couples, so it was not a big deal, but then also they were enjoying. You both broke the kiss and looked away from each other, feeling nervous. It was hard for you to look at him because this was the first time you have ever kissed a guy, and there's so many emotions that you were feeling at this moment. A girl who fits perfectly my energy. I wonder how would be our first night. You looked at him shocked. Your face was red due to blushing. Stop dreaming too much. He smiled at you and shook his head. I don't dream, I just make it true. Seriously, this guy? Now you are officially mine. Let's talk to our parents and get married along with Sam and Katie. You laughed. Is that how desperate you are? You can't even imagine how desperate I am. If I could, then I would marry you right here. You laughed. Seriously, Jungkook, now I'm sure I would never be bored living my life. When your husband is Jungkook, there will be fun in living every single moment of life. Okay, Mr. Great Jungkook, let's go home now. They might be wondering what we both are doing alone. I hope they themselves get this idea, or else I wouldn't mind telling that I'm getting married with their second daughter. You laughed as you two walked away. I don't think they would mind it. Of course they won't. Their daughter would be in safe hands.